Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Cross Call Tarot. This is Melody. This video is for the element of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is your weekly Divine Feminine Empowerment messages for this week of October 7th through October 13th. All right, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So we're going to shuffle up these Divine Feminine cards, and then we're going to call them into the circle. We're going to call 3 in for your messages, fire signs. All right, let's shuffle these up real quick. All right, so Divine Feminines, I asked for 3 Divine Feminines to come into the circle to bring forward messages to the element of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, to bring forward the most important messages that they need to know this week and how they can empower them in the signs that you are showing them for the element of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Thank you, Divine Feminines, for stepping forward. And so it is. Blessed be. All right. So they come forward. It's like I can feel their energy already. So I do feel that they have already stepped into the circle and they are ready to speak to you. All right. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So let's shuffle up these cards real quick. These are the Divine Feminine Oracle cards by Megan Watterson. We're just going to spread them out like this so that we can pick the feminines. Then we're going to use the messages of love by All Things Intuitive to bring forward the message that the Divine Feminine wants to bring forward. We're going to use the Signs from Spirit Love Oracle by Mystic Moon Oracles to see what signs they are showing you. And then we're going to use the Permission to Be Powerful Empowerment cards by Melanie Klinghoffer of Powerful Transformations to see how she is empowering you this week. Or signs, geez. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. So who's the first feminine that wants to come forward for the element of fire this week? Okay. So the first feminine is per, 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 Perpetual, the state of authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it up to the screen for a few minutes and see if you fire signs are getting any intuitive messages on a soul level. Maybe she has a specific message for somebody out there. So follow your intuition. All right, so Perpetual, I guess that's how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry for chopping it up. Um, so we're going to see who you are and why you are coming forward for the elements of fire this week. All right. So who are you, Divine Feminine, and why are you coming forward? Then we'll see what message she has um, for you guys. All right. 22. All right. So she is the Catholic saint. The Catholic Saint Vibia Perpetual shows us the power of authenticity. She was a married noblewoman and a mother living in 3rd century Carthage, which is modern day Tunisia in North Africa. The Roman Emperor Septimus Severus forbade any conversations to Judaism or Christianity. In celebration of his birthday, uh, several I don't know how to pronounce this word, or Christians being instructed in faith were arrested. Perpetual, along with a pregnant slave named Felicitas, were among them. Those who would not renounce their faith were sentenced to public death in the arena. While Perpetual awaited her trial, she kept a prison diary. The Passion of Saint Perpetual has become one of the oldest and most extraordinary early Christian texts. At one point in the Passion, she describes a visit from her father. He begs her to renounce Christianity. She asks him, "See that pot lying there? You could call it by any other name than what it is." And when her father answers, "No, of course not," Parpatal continues, "Neither can I call myself by any other name than what I am, a Christian." The name is derived from the Latin perpetuus, meaning continuous. Even though her father visited several more times to plead with her to be a dutiful daughter, wife, and mother, she refused to renounce her faith in Christ. And she maintained this truth as paramount as a time when a woman's societal role was defined by her father and her husband. Okay? So I feel that that's why she's coming through. She's telling you, we find the courage to be true to who we are. When we find that courage to be true to who we are, a vitality returns to us, a voice that's both moving and compelling simply because it's authentic. Okay? So that's what she's telling you. Take back your power. Stand in authenticity this week, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And, stand in the power of who you are. Don't let somebody else shape you because they are different or you are different. All right. So, what message do you have, Divine Feminine, for the element of fire when it comes to standing in their authenticity? What message do you have? Release, release. Yes. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. All right. So you need to release the socially shaped. I feel that she's coming through telling you to stand in your authentic self. Release whatever society has shaped you. Release that energy and stand in the power of who you are. If you're a Christian, stand in that essence. If you are Judaism, stand in that essence. Whatever essence, whatever spiritual or religious path that you are choosing, stand in it, stay there, okay? And surrender this release of trying to be accepted as something you're not, okay? And surrender will help you to let go, to be able to stand in the truth of who you are, is what I feel. All right. So, what are the signs that you're showing the element of fire this week? What are the signs that you are showing the element of fire this week? Yeah. Hold your vision. See through the smoke of somebody else's uh, socially shaped uh, image of who they feel you should be, is what I feel. Okay. So that's why she's coming through telling you to release something, surrender. It'll help you let go of the help you let go of trying to be accepted for something that you're not, is what's coming through. All right. So how are you empowering the element of fire this week? How are you and these messages empowering the elements of fire this week? Yeah, chakra healing, becoming aligned with your spirit, becoming aligned with who you are. Okay, some sort of a healing is happening on a soul level, and that's why she's telling you to, it's okay to stand. I am my own authentic self in all circumstances. It'll bring you into alignment of who you are. It'll bring you into alignment of perhaps some visions that you've been having on a soul level. It'll help you heal your chakras and especially your heart chakra, I feel. Um, it'll help you to speak from your authentic self. It'll help you to love through your authentic self. It'll help you to be grounded. It'll help you to understand some sort of message or vision that is coming through your spirit, I feel. All right. So now what we're going to do is pull another divine feminine for a message for you, fire signs. So who is the second feminine that would like to come through for the element of fire? All right. Khadijah, the mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. So I'm just going to hold this here. Let you guys take a look at that and see if she's speaking any specific messages to your soul. All right. So, who are you, Khadijah, and why are you coming forward for the element of fire? I'm sure I'm chopping up these names, and I want to apologize for that, divine feminines, because these names are just wow. All right, 56. All right. So, uh, Khadijah is a power we all possess to be aware of the spiritual realm and fully immersed in the material world. Khadijah bint Khuwailid was a widow in Saudi Arabia in the 6th century. She became a wealthy merchant who was deeply respected and known as Al Tahira, the Pure One, or Al Kubra, the Great. It is said that with her wealth, she fed the poor, provided for her children from her first two marriages, and took care of her extended family. She had a dream shortly after hiring a young merchant named Muhammad to work for her. In the dream, the sun descended into her courtyard, fully illuminating her home. Her cousin told her that this meant that the prophet would soon grace her doorstep. She realized that her new employee, Muhammad, was the prophet, so she asked him to marry her. They were married for 25 years. She is regarded as one of the most important female figures in Islam, followed by her daughter with the prophet, Fatima. It is said that when Muhammad told Khadijah about her first revelation from the angel Gabriel in the cave of Hira, she was the first person to convert to Islam. Muhammad remarried after uh, Khadija's death, but was never closer to his subsequent wife than he had been with her. She was his constant confidant and a partner. Okay, so she's coming forward because she's coming forward to tell us the destructive misunderstanding. This is a destructive misunderstanding that if we are going to be spiritual, then we have to renounce the material world. All right. The body, however, is the soul's chance to be here. So a healthy relationship in the material world is crucial and um, integral to reaching our spiritual potential. Okay, so she's coming forward to represent the power and importance of knowing we can provide for ourselves. This power gives us roots and confidence and allows us to create relationships from a place of interdependence rather than codependence. We can cultivate the capacity to create more and more freedom for ourselves. We can make choices for our life based on truth, not on just survival. Okay. Um, There's also a false idea about when true love will find us and how. She liberates us from fairy tales that we need to be saved or supported or provided for by our life partner. Um, she she, is living into our true power and purpose does not make us less eligible. Okay. She reminds us that there is no linear timetable that eliminates us from having the sun descend in our courtyard. She lets us remember that we are worthy of the abundance measured in gold and the abundance measured in the depth of love. Okay. All right. So, thank you, Khadija, for coming forward and giving us these messages of how to be spiritually and financially abundant while standing in the power of our avatar, our body, and being able to merge them two energies. All right, so what's the message that you have for the elements of fire? Addiction. And addiction is affecting this relationship. Yeah. So there's some sort of an addiction that is hindering your abundance, fire signs, whether it's a codependency, whether it's, and I feel that that's exactly what it is. It's a codependent energy that's addicting, that's causing this addiction, that's affecting your relationship with yourself, with somebody else, with your finances. So she's coming through to let you know that this is the way to overcome some sort of a codependent addiction, is to stand in the power of yourself to be spiritually and financially abundant, because something is affecting how you do this, fire signs. All right, so what is the sign that she is showing? What are the signs that you're showing the elements of fire, Khadija? Sorry for chopping up your names. What are the signs that you are showing the elements of fire? Yeah. Freedom. How to rise above that addiction, the freedom, emotionally giving you the freedom of how to rise above some sort of an addiction that you have, the freedom of, you know, um, being abundant emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially. So I just feel that that's the signs that she is showing you, is how to break free from this addiction, how to rise above it, how to rise above emotions, how to have calmer emotional freedom. So let's see, how are you, Khadija, empowering, how are you and your beautiful messages empowering the element of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius this week? Yeah, self-confidence and self-esteem. Yeah. So that's what I feel the addiction is. And that's why I feel it's a codependent energy, because you don't have the confidence and the self-esteem to be just dependent upon yourself, to stand in that power of abundance within yourself. So you got some sort of a codependent energy, a codependent addiction that's affecting your abundance, is what I feel. And she is empowering you to stand in the feminine of who you are, whether you're a male or a female. Stand in the feminine energy of being confident and raising that self-esteem and finding freedom within your emotions to rise above. And I feel it's like raising your self-esteem and raising your confidence to rise above your emotions will give you the freedom of being spiritually and financially abundant. Okay. So I just feel that some sort of an addiction is holding this situation up this week. And that's why, and I feel that like that addiction again is a codependent energy, like you're codependent on a person or a specific outcome. And it is like, it's like breaking your self-confidence down, because you are trying to control something, and when it doesn't happen, it like lowers your self-esteem and starts making you talk bad about the situation, or maybe just give in to other people's energy. And you know, you got these beautiful divine feminines coming through telling you this is affecting your emotions, it's affecting your self-confidence, it's affecting your self-esteem. You need to stand in the power of um, how you communicate, and the power of being grounded, and step into that solar plexus energy and be more balanced, because I feel that that's where you will be able to find that confidence and self-esteem in that solar plexus energy, fire signs. All right, so let's pull one final divine feminine, see who wants to come through, who you are, and why you're coming through. Freya, wow, the goddess of discernment. I, I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. So this is a goddess that's coming through, the final goddess for the element of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'll put that up close to the screen so that she can speak intuitively directly to your soul if there's any messages. Okay, so Freya, who are you, the goddess of discernment, and why are you coming through for the element of fire? All right, so let's see. Freya embodies the fierce and finely honed spiritual skill of discerning the most life giving choice in each moment. In Norse mythology, Freya is one of the most powerful and important deities. She is the chief of the Valkyries, the demigoddess who chose who will live and who will die during every battle and war. After being Valkyries, the demi-goddess became Norns, the great goddesses who weave the fates and histories of people and nations. Freya rides into battle wearing a magical cloak of falcon feathers. It takes half of those fighting. For her Valkyries, she models how to choose. Then she rules over her heavenly afterlife, called Sesrumnir. She receives half of all those who die in a battle, and the other half go to Valhalla, where the god Odin presides. She wears a legendary necklace or torque named, I don't know how to pronounce it, with a powerful jewel that makes her irresistible. It is said to be her gleaming and golden. It is said to be gleaming and golden. It compels people to her when she calls. All right. So I do feel that Freya is coming to you for a reason, fire signs. All right. Um, so she's coming out because discernment is derived from the Greek word diakrisis. Crisis. It refers to a spiritual power that allows you to distinguish between the spirits that will cause harm and the spirits that will assist you. It lets us discern when a phone call or an email or a visit from a friend is going to add to our day, or if it's going to derail it. Discernment is the difference between feeling led by the day, pulled this way and that, and claiming it. Our time in this lifetime, at least, is limited. Every second is significant. Freya reminds us of the searing perception we all have, but perhaps don't use frequently enough. She wants us to be discerning with how we choose to spend our time and with whom we choose to love. She wants us to never, ever say yes to anything or anyone from a place of fear or obligation. You are a demigoddess, a Valkyrie, a priestess of your own fate. You get to choose the life you want to live, and this happens by being fierce and warrior like, about what you say yes to. Use discernment so that you are only saying yes to what will actually nourish and renew you, inspire, or expand you. It's not your business to worry about those who you might disappoint. You were not made to meet everyone's expectations of you. You were made to express the truth of who you are and to use the brief time you have here to live out your potential. Nothing is obligatory except breathing. Your only true obligation is to the voice of your own soul. Freya wants you to realize the gleaming gold that you are and act accordingly. She wants you to unapologetically choose the life you actually want to be living right now. She wants you to make your yes holy again by only using it when it's the truth. All right. So don't if somebody comes at you and wants you to do something, only say yes if it's for your own highest good. Don't say yes just to suit somebody else. And I kind of feel like that's why this first divine feminine come through, warning you of, stand in the authenticity of who you are. And Freya is going to close out your reading, fire signs, by telling you, you have the power to discern what feels right and what doesn't feel right within your soul. And I feel that that's why she's coming through as a final message for you, fire signs. All right. So, what's the message that you have for the element of fire, Freya? What is your message to the element of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? Stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. So she wants you to use your own discernment to see what's stable. Only say yes if it's stable. And don't do it don't say yes to something that doesn't offer you stability. It's not going to offer you the stability that can stand the test of time. If it doesn't, use your discernment. If it doesn't feel right, follow that. If it doesn't feel right, then it's not. If it feels like it's the met, then that's your answer, yes. But only stand in the authenticity of what your soul is, trying to tell you. All right. So, Freya, what are the signs that you are showing the elements of fire this week? What are the signs that you are showing the elements of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? Yeah. So I felt she's showing you either red circles or umbrellas, red umbrellas. And she's letting you know that you are sheltered. You are sheltered on whatever decision, or you are sheltered while you are using your own discernment. In other words, using your own discernment and understanding what feels right if you say yes, or what feels right if you have to say no. Either or, whatever your answer is, whether it is yes or no, as long as it comes from your soul and your heart space, you will be sheltered. That's what I feel. She's coming through to tell you that. So only say yes to, you know, listen to the heartbeat within your soul. Listen to that fire, is what I feel she's telling you. And if the yes fires your soul, then that's what you should say. If the no fires your soul, then that's the answer you need to give. But whatever your choice is, it needs to come from the depths of your soul's calling, not from superficial energy, is what I feel. Don't do something because somebody, you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. What makes you happy is what's most important, not making somebody else happy, because they're not going to care about you. They're just going to get what they want. So I feel that that's why this first divine feminine come through, telling you to stand in your authenticity, and and to stand in your spiritual abundance. Okay. So Freya, how are you empowering the element of fire this week? And how is your messages empowering Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Nurture and protect. So you got two cards. Well, you got protect and shelter. So I feel that she is empowering you, giving you the courage to nurture and protect um, your energy, your soul. I see bears as courage and strength. I also see bears as somebody who hibernates. So I do feel that she's telling you to nurture your soul, protect your energy, stand in the courage of who you are, use your own discernment. Okay. Spend your time wisely, and only say yes if it is, um, if it feels right within your soul, is what I feel. But you need to nurture and protect your energy. Um, if you need to go into hibernation to discern this, whatever it is that you need to discern, she's telling you to go ahead and do that, I feel. Because what you're doing is you are nurturing your soul, you are protecting your energy. All right. So I do see a bear as a totem animal that come through. I feel that that totem animal will help align your soul's energy. It'll help heal whatever you need to release. I do feel that what you need to release is some sort of an addiction. I feel it's like a codependent energy. You need to rise above any emotional energy that is keeping you stuck in low self esteem, and nurture your energy and protect your energy, okay, from other people's negativity. If it doesn't suit them, who cares? Don't worry about it. Worry about self. Worry about your own self and only say yes to, use your soul's discernment to answer what feels right and what doesn't feel right. If yes is, you know the stability that is going to stand the test of time, then yes, it is. If no is that answer, then it is no. So it is time to nurture and protect your own energy. It's time to take care of you. Stand in the courage and the confidence of who you are. Go within, hibernate within your soul to find that answer that you're looking for. Okay. That's what I feel for you, fire signs. All right. So that was the final feminine that came through for you for this week. So let's thank them and release them from our circle. Divine feminines, beautiful divine feminines who came forward for the element of fire, for these beautiful messages and empowerment. And thank you for coming forward and bringing these messages to us as a collective. You are now free to leave this circle, and so it is. Blessed be, and thank you, divine feminines. All right. So I hope that resonated with you guys. Thank you for watching, and blessed be from the Crow's Priestess.